So hello and welcome back to another episode of Bossman as we continue our grind on to getting all of the collection logs done. There are some pretty juicy drops in this episode, so stay tuned. We got our 100 KC for Barrows, but we got a lot more to go, but at least that IFB rec is done. Aram staff, wonder how expensive that is. 5 mil, that is very good. Another dormant body. Oh my god. Good one. This might be a new meta. Yeah, it's just in Narnia. Oh. Oh, yes! Yes! Yeah. Do you get... It didn't double? Ah. And that led to a 96.6 mil split. Pretty nice. So I went ahead and looked at Yukapa's hit chance calculator, and according to it, so I went ahead and looked at Chupapa's hit calculator, and according to it, I should have 99% accuracy without a nihil. So I'm going to see how Ripper Demon works this hour, but of course I'm splashing because I am not overloaded. So as Araxor's HP goes down, my damage goes up. From my very rough testing of about 2 kills, I think Ripper Demon's my new familiar here. It costs about the same, it's about 160k for the hour, and it knocked, I don't know, that was a good kill regardless, but it knocked 15 seconds off my fastest E2. So I will take that, and it's really nice for the end of the kill because you have that damage boost when it's most important, which is I think one of the, I guess people always look at things in a... I should not have snapshotted there. Oh. People always look at things in a sort of vacuum of damage versus DPS, but if you get 2% more DPS in the final, most important part of the fight, probably better than 1.5% DPS during the entire fight. And you can build up with the first ability here. 94, so I'll do one ability with Sun Spear. You click the ground right by him and throw when he yells. Pretty simple. And A-Pot SGB. Build up to Snapshot. Throw a Devo because the HP's high. Then Rapid Fire. Make sure you get the praise swaps, and that's the kill. Pretty simple. Terrible drop. You know what's a fast before when your SGB is still on cooldown after the kill is over? 2 Onyxes. These battle stuffs always look like middle leg. I don't know why, it always gets me. KBD head. One more. The real question is, do I have more KBD heads than deaths here? I think the answer is no. Another pheromone. Stock up that log. Booyah! Restlessliske. So now that I've got a handle on Grigorevich, I thought I would take you through a kill of mine, as I seem to be able to maintain my HP very well. Basically, I start out here already 2 squares away from where he spawns. As soon as he spawns, I barge into Assault Bleed, then throw down a Vuln Bomb for 10% more damage. The reason why I stood where I did was because initially I would barge in from far away, and I would just take a lot of damage because I'd barge into one square away, and not fun. At 140k, he gets these minions to spawn. And don't really worry about them. Greg will pop around, move around a lot. Just make sure you're always 2 squares away. Those beads on the ground, when you start to see them, just switch to Mage Prey till you see the hits. And that's fine. And then swatch back to Range Prey. Then at 60k, he's going to spawn minions again. I Devo this time and then use AoE like Hurricane or something like that. So I now have a 20-second Devo, and that should take me through till the end of the kill. And I can just use some big boy abilities here, and the kill will be done. And that's a fairly standard Greg kill. We started at like 7.8k and we ended at 8.2k. Nothing good, nothing terrible. Ooh, we got the Shadow Glaive too. This is a good trip. You just need Offhand and Pet to go. And a Sliscalian Essence. That's like a 30 mil hour. 30 mil, 48 minutes. Only took like 3 days of AFKing to get another one. We got the gloves. As for my setup KBDing, I just bring these potion reservoirs from Invention, which automatically use your potion, and then put in Searing Overloads to get both Dragonfire and Overload, and then I drink a Super Prayer Renewal whenever I see my prayer go out. And then I have Holy Wrench to keep the prayer going, Gold Accumulator to pick up coins drop, Imp to get Crimson Insurance, because I still don't have that stinking summoning pet yet, and Spring Cleaner for any of the Rune Salvage drops to get some of my money back. Let's go! KBD pet, just after we got the 4 thresholds. Still need that final ornament kit to be done. I want to be done with this one. It would have been very me if I died. Our first duplicate, we got ourselves a pair of Dragon Rider boots. Wait, a Vizzy? How rare that? That's gotta be rare. I don't think I've ever gotten one from here. Holy crap. Sorry, I accidentally stopped the recording there after we got the drop. Woo! Great, you got the feet done. Let's get out of here. I haven't shown this off yet, but I thought it would be a good idea to look into. We go to our relic powers. This is what I currently have from archaeology. I have the Berserker's Fury, which gives us 5.5% more damage, depending on how low our HP is. So the lower HP, the more damage we do. I have Fury of the Small, so that all basic abilities give 1% more adrenaline. Now I needed those 2 in. And then I had the extra 100 left over, so I just threw the Font of Life in there because it's the best PVM relic for under 100 points. But if we can find it here, Divine Conversion is another good one to put in that 3rd slot if you don't care too much about that extra HP, because you can then use that at Incandescent Memories to get over 5 mil GP per hour, closer to like 6 or 7 with current prices. And it's relatively AFK, so that would be another option for your 3rd relic, but because I'm going to be AFKing with all these bosses for the series, I didn't want to put that in there, so I just have the Font of Life relic. You've got to be kidding me. Another body. Something I haven't mentioned before, but you can place mines here. They only hit monsters under 138 combat, but because Greg has a special ability where he changes his combat level all the time, random from 1 to 1,000, so can maybe hit him. And it'll do 20,000 damage, so that's 10% of the kill right there, and they only cost 1k each. You can see I'm right-clicking him and his level's changing. And if it goes under 138, those mines will go off. There we go. They just went off there. That's 10,000 damage I didn't need to do. So this is what's likely going to be the last kill. Looks like we made it without too much issue. I'm quite proud of myself. I don't know. I know it's God Wars Dungeon 2, but getting a 1 hour trip at Greg without a BOB familiar is something that I wanted to do. And I accomplished it, so that makes me proud. This is what a Zerk kill looks like. I don't think I've shown one yet. Something with the shadows that make me lag with him popping around and stuff. I haven't really figured it out yet. That's a new PR. You guys got to see the full kill. Oh my god. Holy crap. That's the offhand. All we need is pet now. This is insane. We are at, what are we at? We are at 382 KC, and all we need is pet. I might start duoing. I went back and made sure I had the Ancient Defender in my inventory, because that gives you a 1 in 50 chance at the sigil, and I do need, or the Barrows icon. Anyway, it's the Defender piece from Barrows. Need 2 of them to get the ranged and mage defenders. And 1 of those I need for logs. So just as I talked about the Barrows, we ended up getting the Corruption Sigil. That's 1, and we also got it with an Aram Staff, which is our first duplicate, and we only have 5 items. Or 6, I guess. Oh, yay. Ooh, Varric's Helm. Another Aram's piece. Aram's Robe Top. Good night. Ooh, Virtus Wand. That is a unique. 7.6 mil GE, but I think it's going to sell higher. Oh, back to back. Oh, that's a unique. Oh, back to back. No, it's a duplicate. But that's my second back to back today. Yes! I got a Linz's item. Oh boy, I am so hyped. And then I get a Derek's Great Axe back to back for Akrase's Robe Top. So we're about to start a new boss, and I kind of want to do this in one session because the rarest drop here is 1 in 128 for Queen Black Dragon, and that's the Dragon Kite Shield. The royal pieces are 5 in 128, so about 1 in 25-ish, and each of them, so it's like 1 in 6 per kill to get us any one of them. And then the Dragonbone upgrade kit is 1 in 64, and I already have the Vizzy from KBD and other Slayer I've done. I also got the pet beforehand, so I don't need to worry about that. That's really big. We got the Dragon Kite Shield, which is the rarest item here, at a 1 in 128 drop rate, so all the other items we have are under 1 in 60. So we should be able to get this done in like 2 or so hours, let's say, hopefully. Really, the Dragonbone upgrade kit is what's going to hold us back. Ooh, we got the Royal Frame. That's 1 of the 4 pieces down. There we go. Royal Sight, 2 of the 4 royal pieces down. 3 more drops to go. Looks like we got a first duplicate. Ooh, we got the stabilizer. Oh, boys, we got those Torva legs. That is a unique. Oh, we got our first ancient emblem, but the bruiser in the way. It's kind of funny. How am I supposed to get that? Right click it. Get another ancient emblem, because the final ancient emblem will allow us to make mage, range, and we already have the melee defender. For T80 at least, and then when we go on to KK, we're likely going to do enough kills that we're going to get all 3 defender pieces from there, and then we have T90 defenders, which is something I didn't think I would ever do because screw going to KK. We got the Torsion's Ring. Now all we need is that Dragonbone upgrade kit. Yeah! Got the QBD title. Dragon's done. So as we're at the end of the 3rd episode, I thought it would be a good idea to price check the tab. I'm going to price check all the tradable items in groups of 28, starting at the top. So our first tab of mostly rare items is 62.7 mil. The next inventory is 163 mil. This is carried pretty heavily by the Arma and Zami drops and the Sliskelian Essence. I also did 1 Solat kill to practice, and I end up getting 2 pages there. Inventory number 3, 186.5 mil. To add to it, this one's probably carried by the bolts, a lot of it. And it's just a lot of stacks of like 4 or 5 mil that just really add up. D-stones especially. Inventory number 4 is 86.3 mil. This is mostly just like junk that's adding up. The Wines of Zami from Zami. Basically it, and some salvage for carrying this inventory at least. Now, if we look at the shard stack here, it's 25.861 mil. And that brings the entire tab up to 1 bill, 129 mil, and 500k. So 3 episodes in and we're already over a bill. Wow. Now we're on to the slide portion of the video. I'm going to try to make this one quick. I decided not to show every boss and instead only showed the bosses where we made tons of progress. Next, despite only having 32 kills, we picked up 3 new uniques and good drops at that. 4 total drops. In terms of Grigorevich, we did about 150 kills, picked up a crest, both glaives, and 2 essences, so not complaining there. We just need the pet, which might take a while, so I might end up doing some duo Greg with some friends. In terms of the dragons, we spent a lot of time at KBD AFKing, and we were able to finish off the log. We got 15 more KBD heads, and I want to say I died more than 15 more times from potion reservoirs not going off. So I think the more deaths than KBD was true. QBD, it was only 150-ish kills, so that's pretty nice. Took about 4 hours total to do, including little breaks there. And didn't get too many duplicates, which is nice. And then for Barrows, we did 80 KC this episode, and ended up getting a lot of uniques. We have 8 now total. We only have 1 duplicate so far, so that's really lucky, and it's an expensive duplicate at that. And that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I had a lot of fun making it. Have a good day.